Welcome in, Shield Brothers and Shield Maidens, to Shield's Rest. I'm True, and today I am joined by Brown, Fry, and Mendy as we continue our Myths of Toldif campaign done up in the Daggerheart 1.5 system. So to recap where we left off, gentlemen, you all had basically been given a job, kind of forced job from Hubbug's father, who basically wanted him to drop off a shipment and grab the money and come back. Plain and simple, shouldn't have been an issue at all whatsoever. They end up traveling, getting to Reposo della Adventura, which is basically an inn along the road, kind of more in the hillside. They met a very interesting individual that was apparently looking for a mage that does some weird stuff, and basically they found out that Konnigshall had actually been deserted. There's no one there, it was a weird place, but they still went anyway. And through the fog, they made their way through the forest, through that thick fog, and eventually came across this small village. And was exactly that, deserted. Nobody was there at all whatsoever. They did a little bit of weird stuff with some crows. They snuck around the buildings a little bit, and eventually they found an individual. And just as they were about to talk to said individual, an ogre comes out of nowhere and attacks them. Through a little bit of a harrowing experience for Galvin, almost being crushed by a rock. Luckily, through some weird kind of attacks from Mendy, and then a nice little stab final blow dealt by Hubbug, the ogre had been killed, and they found out it was actually dead long before they got to him. So they found a weird stone. They then went and healed up and basically slept for the night. And here we are. Basically them waking up in the morning, and your elf friend is gone. The individual that you had had a harrowing experience with has packed up and left. Let's start with Sweetie. I would say you probably wake up first from this whole thing.
I'm just going to wake up and I'm going to look around, see if anybody else is waking up. Look for Galvin first, see if he's stirring or not. Either way, I'm going to go to his bed and I'm going to kneel down kind of like in his ear. And I'm going to start to whisper, "Good morning. Hey, I got something to tell you." Shush, quiet. You're going to wake up there and that's just between me and you. All right? You listening? Hey, you listening?
Yeah. What?
Last night, I had a dream about Kara.
Mm-hmm.
I just pause. You know, whenever you have a dream about someone, it means they're dreaming about you too.
Do you think that dead ogre is dreaming about me?
What are you talking about dead ogres? I'm sure he could dream about you if he wasn't dead.
I was dreaming. Never. It's nothing. Okay.
What? Let's get Darren.
Yeah. Okay.
I go to Darren's bed and I rip the blanket off of him and say, "Good morning."
Yo. Oh, Sweetie. Man, I just had the wildest dream, man. I was bringing your mama those fruits.
Mama?
I was bringing your mama those fruits that she asked me to pick for, and she made me the sweet like apple tart, man.
I don't think my mom's ever asked you to pick fruits for her.
Yeah, you know what they say when you're dreaming about someone.
Yeah, I heard they dream about you too.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Change the subject. I start stretching. You guys, it doesn't feel like we've been asleep for months.
Oh, you boys sleep, man. No, not really.
Better than you did.
I feel like I got like 30 minutes of sleep. Oh.
30 minutes? I feel like I've been asleep for weeks, months. Well, I'm ready to go.
You're carrying the packages. Speaking of, man, we gotta find that either the money or the dude. Like, what?
Yeah, did he say where they were at, or were they all dead?
No, remember he freaked out like last night because we asked him like one question and he was like, "My pa just told me to move this, and then this was gonna happen," and he didn't tell me nothing more. That's exactly what Sweetie said. So Sweetie doesn't know. No, I'm not making fun of you. That's what you said.
No, I'm talking about the guy that was here last night.
Oh, you're talking about
Rocco. He's talking about Rocco. I knew I didn't trust that guy. Look, he's not even here. Isn't this his house? He just left us here?
No, this is like an alchemy place or something that was like ransacked.
No.
Yeah, but
You guys had gone to the
Slept
alchemy
long.
place, and then you went to the basement where he had his setup, which wasn't in the alchemy place, different place. Anywho, doesn't matter.
Nah, we're just in some random
Oh,
basement.
this is his house.
Yeah. It's his house now. It's our house now, I guess.
I guess so, man.
By right of conquest.
Yo, I thought of a if we're gonna keep like teaming up or something. Like I know this is just one mission, but if we have to do another mission for Sweetie's father, we should be called the Weird Stones. What do you boys think?
I don't like that you're calling it missions, all right? I don't like that you're calling this missions. I don't think my pa's gonna send us on a lot of missions.
Next time we
Especially
run
if you
an
keep
errand.
messing them all up.
Okay, well, what kind of missions do you know, or what would you call this, Sweetie?
It's just like a task, you know? Like
Okay,
a
what kind of tasks
fatherly
have you
request.
fighting a dead ogre?
We weren't sent here for that. We just stumbled upon that thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude, I almost died.
Not many of your day-to-day like sweet delivery businesses like tasks involve fighting an ogre that's been dead. Am I
Listen, I
wrong?
don't know about you two, but I'm getting a little bit peckish. Where can we get some food?
He had
Other than
actually
these
left you some
rations.
food off to the side, so he had actually made something and just kind of left it near the fireplace, basically. So you guys have something there.
I don't know if I want to eat that.
Oh, great. More lemnus bread.
Yeah, I will immediately. I don't even check it.
I'll have a munch.
Any breads or fruits, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a porridge that he had kind of off to the side there. Some just oats, and looks like he cut up like an apple or whatever and threw it in. So it's actually not too bad.
What are we doing? This ain't too bad. Hey, what are we doing? Are we just waiting here? We're gonna eat all this food, and then what are we doing?
No, we gotta what was it, 200 gold?
Yeah, we gotta go to
We either gotta go find 200 gold,
Konnigshall Tavern.
or we gotta find the man that had the 200 gold.
Hang on, I
Yeah.
need a moment to do a knowledge check.
Oh no, this is where we were supposed to deliver it. Everyone's gone.
You think you've talked to Sweetie's father? You know how he is, and that's nothing against your family. I'm just saying he likes business done a certain way.
What you got there, Brown?
My notes probably aren't the best. It says we're supposed to go to Konnigshall Tavern, but wait at Konnigshall.
So you're supposed to go to
Well, I think it's
Konnigshall,
old-
but wait at Konnigshall Tavern.
Yeah, I was probably
And it's
drinking that day
200
I took those
silver.
notes.
Yeah, and it's 200 silver per bag.
How many bags? 2 bags?
Three bags, right?
3 bags.
3 bags.
Yep.
Yeah, but like, we're already there. Like, this is where we're supposed to take it.
This is the area, but we're in the wrong building. We need to go
Yeah.
to the tavern.
But the okay, we'll go to the tavern. It's gonna be empty, but we'll go.
Yeah, we went to the tavern, I believe. It had
Instructions
the
say
ogre.
go there.
I think we hid from the ogre in the tavern. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys went into the
We go
tavern
back
and just
and we-
kind of investigated
we-
a little bit, but you saw blood splatters. Like the place was kind of like slightly damaged here and there. Almost looked like the ogre had gone through it completely at one point on one side of it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not good at it, but can I go outside and like see if I can like see where that guy maybe walked off to, like some tracks or some signs of where he went?
I would say yes, and I would ask for a roll, but you're not really going to be able to notice a whole lot.
Okay.
Reason being is because he's a little bit light, a little bit on the light-footed side. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
Elves typically
There's-
are.
there's no
I mean, I
way
guess-
that you were going to see
I guess I
this.
would. Yeah, I will go out and do that, but finding nothing and just kind of now that like I guess I'll just kind of take a look around because I think when we got here it was either dark or we immediately got attacked by an ogre. So I kind of just want to like take a look around, maybe go through like
It was
look
super
through some buildings or
foggy.
two and just like see if I can get any kind of clue as to what happened or if it was just like this ogre attack.
So
I mean, we
first,
survived. Like a bunch of regular people could have survived.
Has the fog
Yeah.
remained?
remember the fog had dissipated after you had killed that ogre.
Yeah.
So right now you're getting that nice kind of sunrise sort of situation. And it's starting to kind of peek through the trees a little bit, so you've got some good light through here. Go ahead and give me an instinct check.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's not good. That's gonna be a. Oh, okay, not bad. 14 with hope.
14 with hope, okay. Go ahead and take that hope. Essentially what you're seeing is blood here and there. You're seeing, like, remains every now and again, like an arm torn off kind of situation. It's a bloody mess through most of these buildings. And most of them have some form of, like, a massive entry broken into one side or the other that's pretty much ogre-sized. And, yeah, it's not looking pretty in a lot of these places. So, yeah, you could even see a lot of that blood even along some of the walls, even on the outside, you know, like how it has, like, that kind of white limestone sort of situation. Lime wash sort of look. That has kind of blood in certain spaces, depending on which building you're looking at. Most people, I'm just going to tell you this right now, most people that see this, I don't know about you guys, but most people want to just go, oh, hey, that looks like a great place to stay. Let me go ahead and go there. That doesn't look like anything bad has happened to it. Whoever was probably supposed to meet you, assuming because you were supposed to wait for them, they're not coming near.
Yeah. GM, could I take a walk around the town to see if there's like a signpost for any like neighboring town? You know, like clear view 1 mile away, stuff like that. Like no Ogreville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No danger here.
Yeah, like something like that. Like, is there like a sign pointing to
totally
like
no
a
ogres
road mark?
this way.
Yeah, not to that extent, but just a town name, like.
Right.
Or so would I know the area at all based off like maps that my father might have?
You don't know this area at all whatsoever.
Okay.
Konnigshall was even new to you, but you do have Quintano, which is basically heading to the east. Which is probably a port town of some kind. It's got a ship kind of like carved in on the side of it, like a little symbol for it right next to the town name. The other one is pointing all the way to Windcrest. The other one that basically points south is basically pointing towards Merlara, and then it also has Valorana just under that. And then there's no other one going like west or anything. So Windcrest being north, Merlara being south, Quintano being to the east. Oh, and it's even got Porto Novo on the one with Merlara and Valorana. So,
But this is your dad's request, so we can either try the next town over maybe and see if that's where they went, or we go back. I don't think anyone's still here.
I don't know why you gotta put all this on me. Splatter. I'm really good at following orders, all right? My dad said go there and wait. I understand the situation, maybe everybody evacuated, but I have no idea if they would have just went the next town over. You know what I mean?
I mean,
maybe we just cut our losses.
Alright.
Starting to miss home anyway. You know, the bakery, the smells in the morning, the delicious samples I can just snack on all through the day. Now we're sitting here in this with some random stranger that made me some porridge. Not the same.
Nice guy.
Well, you do remember, you do have somebody waiting on you back in Merlara as well for something rather special.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we just head back and, I'll take the lashings from my paw and maybe I'll just throw you guys under the bus. We can split the punishment, you know?
How many days till the wedding, GM?
So you've got about, let's see here. So with today being the 3rd of November, you got 1, 2, 3. You got 4 days.
And it's a what?
Yeah, I think
days journey?
It's a 2-day journey.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna be able to go to a town over and then back.
Not on foot.
And we got that weirdo with the towers too. Maybe we just go to the wedding and then we come back here and try to figure it out. You gonna be able to cover
if we ever even come back here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if we tell your dad what happened, he'll because they have something set up to know when to meet this guy. They can, I'm sure, find another meeting place later.
Like, I'm just
We
saying
can
right
still
now,
do it, you know.
that guy's dead.
Yeah.
You make a
I
good
mean, if he
point.
was here when it happened, he was probably dead.
Well, fuck it. I mean,
Or maybe, you know, they were asking about the ogre. Maybe we bring something back to prove there was an ogre here, and they'll pay us for killing it.
well, we got those weird stones. You want to go grab his head? It's
Yeah, I
kinda
don't know how
gruesome.
I don't know how that works.
I don't
Do we need
either.
the head?
Do we need a finger?
You would think that at least some form of evidence would be helpful. A hand, something more than just like a digit. You know, you'd need something kind of hefty.
Yeah, well, he was already dead. Maybe something's already kind of fallen off.
Let's go.
wanna
Let's
go
go
check
check
the
him
body.
out.
Yeah. Go back to where we last fought him and check if there looks like there's a limb just a little bit less attached than the rest.
So, you go back there and you see the laid out ogre before you, but it looks like the body's starting to decompose rather rapidly, to the point where it's starting to sink in even on itself, which is faster than you've ever seen before. Like, it's not supposed to go that quickly.
Gross. Okay.
We gotta
So,
put this thing on ice or something.
You're starting to
Let's
lose
go
a
for the
lot of
head.
it.
Is
You're
it
probably
like the
going to lose a lot of the skin. You're going to lose a lot of it's like sunken into that point where like it's almost going to be like spaghetti with the way that the muscles are and everything else. And remember, he was disemboweled to some degree. So,
What about
yeah,
the
let's
bones?
go with- I was gonna say, do the bones look like they're like at least boning? You know?
the bone looks fine. The bone looks fine.
Yeah.
you know.
Let's take the head. I feel like you can't fake a big old head.
Yeah.
It's a fair point.
All right. Do we got anything sharp?
I got my dagger. You.
We got all kinds of sharp stuff.
Yeah. You just do bake stuff, right? You've never butchered.
Yeah, not really my specialty. I
Alright,
can do
cool.
some whisking. I can
Wait.
do some
I mean,
chopping
you've
of
had
small fruits, but not.
You've got a farm.
not
You
ogres.
probably had to like chop up
I've
an
done-
animal, right?
I've chopped off some heads. Yeah, here. Get out of the
There
way.
you go.
I'm gonna chop off the head of this ogre.
So I'm going to say it's
Fun.
easy enough to the point where you're almost able to twist it right off, no problem. There's not a whole lot keeping it attached. Like the skin almost comes straight off. Like it almost turns to ash as you touch it. Not quite to that level, but it's pretty close to. That's how fragile it really is. But you go to like cut in, and you go straight through. It's literally like cutting butter at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have no
Yeah,
issues
easily
with that.
do it.
Does not even require a roll.
I'm gonna take some rope and I'm gonna like put it into the eye socket, like around the other eye, and kind of like tie a knot. Just toss it over my shoulder, and all right, we going home.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. I
Being
really
near here-
respect your.
I need you guys to make a. Let's see here. Go ahead and make just a straight up strength throw. Just a reaction roll. Nothing crazy. So there's no hope or fear that can be generated from this. It's just a straight reaction roll here.
13 for Darren.
13. Okay.
Wait, is it still the D12s though?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making it. Okay, so that's a 16 for Galvin.
Okay.
17 with hope.
Okay. Don't take that hope. Reaction rolls don't generate any of the hope or the fear. So, with that... wait, what did you have there, Galvin? Sorry, 16?
16, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 12
Yeah,
before, yeah.
Darren, you are the only one who ends up throwing up from this whole thing, especially because you're getting down in there and the smell is just horrific. I mean, it's like... it's palpable. Like, just how bad it is. Like, you can almost taste it in your mouth. That's how bad this is.
Look, I butchered dozens and dozens of animals. Nothing has ever reeked like this thing does. We got to get out of here.
I was about to pat him on the back and say, I really respect how familiar you've gotten with death, right as he
Oh,
vomits all over the place.
quit bringing that up.
Hell yeah. But you do eventually get it all roped up can sling it on your back, basically.
Clean up before this wedding. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, we got a stone and a skull. I think we're good.
I think we got 3 stones, no?
I think it's just
No, you only got
Don't
one.
turn your back though.
All right.
3
weird.
bags, 1 weird magic stone in my backpack, in the forge in my backpack.
Okay. Well, task successful, I
You're gonna be
guess.
taking a lot of breaks.
Yeah, failed successfully. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. All right, so you guys head off. It is a rather nice sunny day, so like you guys have been already enjoying that, but it becomes a little bit more like sun beating down on you as you make your way out of the forest and following the road back to Reposo de la Aventura. Is there anything y'all want to talk about in the meantime as you're traveling there, or do we want to just fast travel straight to Reposo de la Aventura?
So, Galvin,
Mhm.
your breath. How do you like just do that? It felt as if I was vomiting it out, like I didn't have a say.
Oh
you
yeah,
able
I
to
forgot
just-
about that. That was cool.
Do it on like I don't know what it means, but I mean I'm not making this up, right? Like that did come out of my mouth.
Yeah, for sure. That was
Okay.
pretty cool.
How do you like? Is that how it happened your first time?
I don't. You know, we do it young, right? So I was breathing fire before,
Right. It's like
probably before I was walking.
roll over, dragon breath,
Yeah.
walk.
It's more like it's more like a heat wave at first for us, but yeah, eventually it gets there.
Would you be able to like in time kind of tell me how you do it? I mean, I know it's probably second nature to you. It's not like picking up an instrument and playing it.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know whether to be scared or happy.
Dude, breathing. I mean, I don't have lightning, but breathing fire is pretty awesome, dude.
Okay.
Zero
Well,
downsides.
How do you like start it? How do you? I just go and nothing happens. See?
Yeah, that wasn't breathing. That was hacking. It's like.
But when you're breathing, you're like bringing stuff in, and you know.
Yeah, so it's like. So like when I breathe in and I breathe out, that's because I'm trying to breathe. You have to believe that has to be your intent. You don't like try and do something different. You just there's a breath and then I just let out the fire. It's not trying, you just do. It's the intent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no
So
like
don't-
mechanics I can go off of, right? It's just do.
Once per
Yeah, you
long
just
rest.
do it. Yeah. So like you take a nap and then you wake up. So I gotta go take a nap now.
Did you
But we
actually
gotta
do
get-
it?
We gotta get home.
Yeah, I mean I would demonstrate it to him. But
Okay.
yeah. But what does it say? Oh no, I said I can do it.
I can't remember
Maybe.
how many times, but I was just kind of joking there. You know, what's the mechanics of it?
Yeah. I was like, I had to check. I was like, oh, maybe. No, I can do it whenever. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's just like you learn to do it, right? Like, how do you explain to someone how to walk? It's like that.
Yeah, but the only difference is I've been walking since I was, like 2 years old,
Yeah.
and now I'm 17 and I've done this the first time. So it's pretty much like you meet a 17-year-old who's still crawling around, and then he finally learns to walk, and he's like, "How do I do that again?" And you got to be like,
Yeah, just do it. For sure.
you know what? In a weird way,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, you just gotta believe. You can't have no in your heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Anytime.
I'm secretly like listening the whole time and like trying to act like I'm trying to breathe my own breath, but they, not where they notice or hear me.
Sweetie, what you doing
I
back
think
there?
it's cool,
You're
but I'm
huffing and
also
puffing.
like I don't want to do it.
Yeah, we walking too fast for you.
You know what I'm talking back there, sweetie?
What? Is that a short joke?
You need Galvin to carry you?
I'm keeping up just fine, ain't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We got more energy, even though we got little steps. We can catch up. All right. Don't worry about me.
I'm not worried.
Do you think Ma will bake us some food when we get home?
I hope so.
You know, she always got the food ready to go. She's probably waiting on me now. Weren't we supposed to be back already anyway? They're probably wondering where we are. And now we're gonna come back empty-handed with nothing but an ogre finger.
No, we got the
Whatever
skull,
you
man.
took.
I got the skull. Got the whole skull, dude. I got this sweet rock that no one can touch. Don't touch it.
Yeah, and if you think about it, we came back with the goods. Just no money.
Maybe we can sell the goods to someone else.
They have to buy 200 silver per bag.
Yeah.
They would be like, yeah, we did this, and we killed an ogre.
We don't
And
even know
you're dead.
what's in it.
No, yeah, we were given strict instructions by Pa to not open it.
Yeah, I mean, do you think... I mean, how would he know, right? Is there
He's
like a-
probably got
is
like
there-
connections. Like
Is there like a seal on the bag? I don't know, dude.
I don't know,
You know,
man. I don't want to.
On the way here, I had no intent, but there's just something about almost getting beat to death that just makes me want to know what I almost died over.
Yo, we could say that they got ripped up in the fight.
Guys, we're not opening these bags. What are you doing? What purpose would that serve? You think we're gonna use what's in here? This isn't for us.
Imagine the bag's just 200 silver, and your
Yeah.
Pa just sent us there for.
You think my pa sent me to trade gold for silver? This all happened because of you, if you remember. Didn't you kill that guy? All right.
Let me see a bag. I'm gonna
I don't know why I'm carrying these bags. This should be your task.
shift a bag without opening it just to see if I can get like a general knowledge check of what it may be.
Well, that would kind of be up to Sweetie whether he lets you even touch the bag, because he's got the bags.
No, I don't.
Sweetie, let me
Don't.
carry those.
Don't worry about it.
You getting tired? You getting winded back there?
I'm fine. This family business. All right. Let's just change the subject. We're not opening the bags. Yeah, how much more trouble will we be in if we try to lie and say these got traded or lost? Or
You telling me the
Okay.
goblin's been carrying the 3 bags this entire time?
Yeah.
Yeah, how big are the bags?
They're not big bags. They're like little tiny, like,
dice bag.
think of it like a sweet bag, like something you get from like a candy store, that kind of like nice wax, paper wax kind of situation.
I was thinking like burlap
Yeah.
sacks.
No.
That's what I was thinking.
Nah. So it's like 3 of those, essentially, that he has put into his haversack.
Do I hear any jingling coming from the bags?
Are you just you're not inspecting the actual bags themselves? Like, did you give him the bags,
No, I'm
Sweetie?
not
Like,
giving
that's
these
unclear.
bags. Hell no.
No, he
Okay.
still has the bags.
No.
Do I
Okay.
hear like jingling?
You hear jingling from his bag. Yes, you do.
I've always got a little jingle going. That don't
Sweetie,
mean
I'm-
nothing.
Sweetie, I'm telling you, there's just a rite of passage.
And you know what
I
it
bet
is? It's his short sword and his daggers.
You're right. They're clinking together on my side.
I'm telling you, man, your dad's just trying to get you to test your will. Now, I know your father would never hurt you, and that's why he made me and Galvin come with you. I think this is a way to test your strength.
I don't think he can trust either one of you. I think he just sent you with me to make sure you fulfilled your punishment. We were all in this together.
I'm pretty trustworthy, I think.
I think Galvin's the only trustworthy one of us, if I'm being honest.
Listen, I don't do well with peer pressure. All right, we're not opening the bags. What are we doing? Let's just come on, pick it up. You guys got
it's
time to
okay.
talk. You got time to walk. You know what I'm saying? My mom always told me that right before she smacked me over the head.
I don't think your mom would ever do that. She's a nice lady.
Yeah,
She's very nice.
you don't know her.
I
You don't
dreamt
know her,
about
do
her
you?
last night.
And we fast forward to Merlara. No, I'm joking.
Anyway, I was just curious. I'm not gonna make you open the bag.
You guys gonna have to wrestle me for these bags.
Okay.
No, I'm not putting that on the table. I'm saying if you really want them.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not doing all that.
All right. So go ahead. I'm going to fast forward this here to get you guys to Reposo della Ventura. You all end up taking about 3 stress in the process as you all were kind of walking on the way there. Obviously rather tiring. Even with a little bit of a short break, you still end up accruing a bit of stress till you get there. Same situation, the individual, the one from Ogre, the gentleman that greeted you the first time, greets you again, bringing you in. It's like, yes, well, welcome back to Reposo della Adventura. Yes, it is so nice to have you here. Same situation again? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
We all just look annoyed as hell.
Yes.
Who's paying this time? Because I paid last time.
Yes,
I
it
just
is.
look over to
all
Gal.
their scales.
Yes, it is 15 silver pieces for the 3 of you, yeah?
You two still broke?
Am I broke?
I was gonna say, check your money.
Let's see.
Yo, why don't we just go like a third each?
Yeah.
That's not what we did
so
last
like-
time.
Well, that was your offer.
Because y'all were complaining about not having money.
You know, this is a trip back, though. I got a little bit better of a hold on my resources, and I think I
Okay.
need to give a third. All right, I'll pay 5 silver
yeah.
for my own.
About-
My own way.
We'll split it 3 ways. Fine.
It's like, oh, perfect, please, go on in. And you head up to the counter, you take care of the money, get the key, guys can head up. There's food available, obviously, for the night, and then you guys will have breakfast in the morning, so if there's anything you all want to do in the meantime, until morning time, we can do that real quick, but otherwise, it'll be morning.
I'm gonna tend to my various wounds, both ogre and self-inflicted.
All right.
I'm just gonna go in the back and practice with the dagger that Galvin made. Try to get a little bit more natural with my movements.
Sounds good. So we got preparing, healing. What you doing, sweetie?
I'll be right studying my cookbook that I brought with me. You know, I had that this whole time, of course. Just studying that, writing down ideas for recipes and stuff, making sure the bags stay with me. I'm in the corner somewhere, keeping an eye out.
Sounds good. You're also preparing then. You guys do have one more downtime action, and this will be the full long rest downtime action that you can take. So you will get the full healing, the full stress recovery, whatever you choose to do. However, if you don't take stress recovery, you're not healing that stress that you guys incurred along the way.
I would say writing in my book relieves my stress.
Certainly
It's a 2-for-1
the hope.
situation.
Gives you 2 hope, but that's about it.
I think
You
I'm
saying I
going
can't
to.
be stressed that way?
I mean, I suppose you can if you want to say that's how you're de-stressing, you're going to clear your stress that way, so it won't be preparing. Just
I
saying.
like
I
that
think
better.
after my
It's like my happy place.
near-death experience, I'm going to try and fumble through what I can remember listening to Eckhart do a prayer. So it's
Okay.
not good, and I probably don't know most of it.
I would say that you at least are able to do this in Dwarvish if you really wanted to. You may not fully remember the words as far as what he said, but you're able to at least slap together something in Dwarvish for the prayer.
Yeah, it's like
Who in particular?
I'm-
To Grimorga, which is typically who he prays to, or to Odin. Sometimes Thor. Just kind of depends on what's going on.
you said it was Grimorga. The one he most commonly, I guess, would. Because it's more of I've never paid attention to it, and now near death made me want to try it. And so it's I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of
So
to settle the near-death experience.
Thor is typically who he prays to at night, but he's kind of flits between Odin and Thor. In the morning before he starts crafting, it's always Grimorga. That's the one that he has the main altar to by the forge, and then he has another one that's kind of in the living room area that's more Odin and Thor.
Okay, we'll do I guess Thor and Odin. Like I won't.
Okay.
I don't know what's appropriate, so I'm gonna go with what he does at night because it's nighttime.
That's fair. He typically would go through and he's talking about, like, thank you for watching over us, over this house, giving us the wisdom, all this kind of stuff. Thank you for the challenges that you've provided us, that kind of thing. So it's very much so like a thanking situation, and it's not necessarily praying for anything in particular to happen, except for like specific things, but then he always has like an offering to give when he's asking for something rather than just thanking.
Gotcha.
So if that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'll probably, and it's real like probably too casual. And if Eckhart heard me do it, he'd probably hit me in the head. But it's just like, thanks for not letting me die. And then I'll like rummage through my bag and like pull out one of my own personal tools. Not
Okay.
the tools that card gave me, but I'll just like look around and I'll just like set it on like if there's a window in the room.
There is.
Yeah, I guess I'll like set it on the windowsill. Like this is all I got. And I'll just like kind of sit and like wait for something to happen. And then eventually just like go to bed.
Okay.
Very bad, but
Love it.
yeah.
All right. Is there any other downtime action somebody's taking here?
After I get done practicing outside with my new dagger, I kind of like walk back into the tavern all sweaty, like I got that V sweat coming on. I go up to the intake or the innkeeper. I'm like, is there any chance you guys could like run some hot water? Could I get a bath? Pay for it? As I don't prefer the way that I smell right now.
I suppose we could do something about that. Give me a moment, darling, and let's see what we can do. And she walks out for a brief moment. It's gone for about 10, 15 minutes.
Damn, that's a long time.
Then another 10, 15 minutes goes by. Then comes back. Right, over this way.
Okay.
And there's this kind of like a wooden, not bucket necessarily, but it's more of a tub situation, but it seems kind of more of a personal one. You can see the water and the steam kind of coming off of it just a little bit, nothing too crazy. She's like, that'll be 2 silvers. Grabs it from you, go ahead and remove that from your inventory, and then she closes the door. She's like, there's a towel right there if you need it, and then closes the door and leaves you to it. And what you can see is it's kind of like more of like a personal room rather than anything in particular, but it looks like it's more of like the actual innkeeper's room. Not like the hired help kind of situation, but like the actual innkeeper's room.
Right. Yeah, I'll sit there. I will take my work clothes off as I get in the bath, and I'll do some like nice stretches. I'll spend the next like probably 30 minutes or so just working out all my muscles, and then I'll get out of it. I'll put on my nighttime clothing that I have in my backpack, and then I'll head back on up to bed, and I'll tip them an extra silver.
Nods to you and says good night. Galvin, for that prayer, by the way, go ahead and take 2 hope for the next day.
Oops. Take it.
All right, anything else before it becomes morning time all of a sudden? All right, so...
What are you laughing at, Mark?
He said all of a sudden.
Because it's morning, and so you all had a rather wonderful, rather wonderful sleep, very restful, just replenishing, especially after what you guys just went through. Now, I would say that you all dealt with like the smell of the head. I would probably say the head was asked to be left outside. Although we didn't go through that, I'm going to say that the head was left outside, so that way it wasn't stinking up your room. Otherwise, you all would gag it forever. So yeah, and the head's still out there. And especially when you look out the window, you can kind of see it from where your vantage point is as it looks into the courtyard. But Galvin, you notice in particular, after waking up and checking in on the head there, the tool is gone.
Oh, on the windowsill?
On the windowsill. The tool is gone.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And replaced with a single coin.
Oh, shoot. Heck yeah.
It's not silver,
yeah.
It's not gold, and it's not copper.
Yeah, I go...
It's platinum.
Like, kind of cautiously at first, right? And I kind of, like, look around the room to make sure, like no one is in here. I pick it up and I look at it. Look at like the whatever, like if there's a symbol on it or anything.
So at first glance, it's smooth on the first side that you look at, and it's got like a little bit of a border built up along the edge of the coin itself. Turning it around, it's smooth on that side too. It's got a slight yellowish tint to it, but it's almost like looks like a pearl almost, as if a pearl had been flattened out into a coin. It almost looks like that. But no symbols, no iconography at all whatsoever. It doesn't look like any currency that you've seen before. Who knows?
Okay. I will I assume like my backpack probably has like some form of like not a secret pocket, but a pocket inside or out that has a little like inside that has like some security, and I'll like stick it in there to make sure I don't lose it.
Sounds good. All right, what are the rest of you all doing as you wake up?
Just preparing for the journey. Got my bags and stuff. Make sure they're still there and intact. Make sure there's no fingerprints from Darren on them. And just ready to get back home.
Okay. Darren, what about you, man?
I wake up feeling great. I head on downstairs, and I go back to the same lady. If she's still there, I don't know. They do like Panamas. I'll go up to whoever's tending the tavern right now, and I'll ask for 3 modest breakfasts. You know, if they got like a couple eggs, a couple slices of meat, maybe a slice of bread, I'll ask for 3 of those.
And the gentleman points you to the side table. Please, you may grab what you need over there.
Is it
and you
continental breakfast?
Kinda, yeah. It's not like, oh my god, look at what we've got here. It's more like, oh, okay. It's nothing that you're gonna be like amazed with. This isn't the most beautiful thing going on. But it's got nuts, it's got meat. You know, it's got like pork basically. You've got a little bit of bread going on that looks like might be fresh baked. It might be a day old, who's to say at the moment. And then you've got a various amount of drinks, whether that's water, whether that's... it's got kind of like what looks to be like a juice of some kind, and then there seems to be tea.
Okay. I'll sit down and I'll start eating, waiting for the other 2.
All right. I assume the both of you go down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, getting breakfast out of the way. Anything y'all want to discuss at breakfast, or are we starting the travel?
Well, morning, boys. Ready for the last leg?
Yeah. Do you think we need to like lie to your dad at all?
Good point.
You guys are crazy, all right?
Yeah.
We're not lying to anybody.
Bro,
We're just
it's
gonna have to go
terrifying.
there and
What do you
face the
mean?
consequences.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about your dad, but he scares me.
Yeah, he scares me too, but all we can do is be honest and hope he has mercy
Yeah.
on us.
To be fair, we at least have the skull. Like,
We do have the skull. You think if we talk to Ma
Sure.
first, she'll tell him to go easy on us?
I don't think he will like that because it might work in the moment, but then behind closed doors, he's gonna get me for manipulation of Ma, and that's not ever good. I think maybe we play on the hero part, like how we saved that whole town
Yeah.
and
Yo,
got rid of that creature, and
What if we blame it on
Maybe
that
it'll be
weird chick that lives in your house, like your sister, stepsister, cousin, whatever it is? What would we blame it on? What would we
Isn't
blame it
that
on
just-
her?
she's not weird. She just got some social awkwardness.
That's
how
She
you
likes
gonna
to
blame-
read books.
What are you gonna say? She was the ogre? What?
No, I don't know.
She hired the ogre.
I'm just thinking out loud. Feel free to chime in.
Finish the thought first. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the hero. I think hero role sounds smart.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Just let me do all the talking, Darren. All right, don't be trying to talk to my father. You start lying, I'm gonna tell on you. I'm just gonna let you know.
And
One thing
It's
about
not
me, I'm
even
not
a-
a liar.
You both just asking me to lie to my dad all this time for the last 2
No,
days.
I didn't say lie. I said go talk to your mom, see if she can, if she can tell your father to go easy on us. That's
I
not
just
a
asked
lie.
if you wanted to lie. We don't have to.
We got better things to worry about. All right, we gotta worry. Me and my family. We gotta worry about the wedding now. On top of all this other stuff going on.
Well, now I'm upset because you call me a liar. I'm not a liar.
This is there. All right. Was it? All right. Galvin, yesterday, maybe I'm crazy because I'm a bit distracted, but yesterday, wasn't he the one saying we should rip up the bags or hide them or something?
That's not lying.
It's not lying.
You're talking about doing something that leads to a lie. anyways, fellas, come on. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
You ready to go?
let's see.
Yo,
All
eat your
right, Can we
breakfast.
stop
Sweet.
talking about my mom, my pa, and the bags? All right. Just
Sweet.
get
You
back
gotta
to
put some meat on
Merlara.
your bones. Make sure you eat your breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm actually big for a
Mom
goblin. I
told
hope
us
you
to
know
take
that.
care of you,
I know
so-
you're big for a goblin, but I want you to keep getting big for a
Right.
goblin. I don't want you to get small.
I mean, I don't want to be freak,
Be kind of fun. I'm kind of a freak. I'm one of the few people in Merlara that's probably killed someone on accident.
All right, I just get up and start leaving.
All right, so
Yeah,
you guys start heading
first
out with that.
lightning.
Oh my god. That's so funny. Okay, so you all start walking out as you guys are talking about all of this and just bantering back and forth. You don't even notice that they've waved, goodbye kind of thing. You guys pick up the head, sling it around your shoulder, and it's rank. Everyone just gives you a wide berth as you go. And you notice there's actually a lot of people on this road and that have been, that have basically arrived in the night at some point. A lot of carts, a lot of horses, even some of the people during the breakfast, there was a lot of folks around town in different outfits, as far as various states of quality are concerned. And they all seem to be getting ready and starting to head out down the road towards Merlara or Porto Novo, one of the two. But you guys head out. Anything you guys want to talk about on your way to Merlara?
Are you guys families doing anything to prepare for this wedding? Is that just me?
I don't know if Eric's going. I'd assume he is. I don't know.
Kind of a big event for our whole village, our whole town, our whole city.
Hey, what do you guys think
Town,
Eric's going to be
village,
wearing at the
sorry.
wedding, though?
It's a solid-sized town.
I would hope she'd be there. She lives in Merlara.
Oh,
But
she's going to be there.
Why are you talking about her?
Yo, you know I like her.
No, I don't know that. I don't want to know that. I act like I don't know that.
You know, it's the only reason I decided to go with you to that other bakery. And then I killed someone.
Yeah. I don't think she's gonna want to get with you now. You're a killer.
I don't know if the public knows that. Or
I'll
maybe
make sure she knows.
maybe
Don't
she
worry.
likes a tough
Next time I
man.
see her.
Yeah, maybe
Next time I
she'll
see
feel
her.
protected.
What you mean next time you see her?
I'm gonna let her know that, not to judge me because I run around with murderers. Not a reflection of who I am. I'm gonna make sure she knows. I was forced to go on this task with you. This mission.
The murder's not too bad. I think Eckert's killed people for sure.
No,
He's
he's
a
definitely
I'd
killed some
assume
people.
so. Yeah.
He's
he
pretty-
looks like one.
He's pretty cool. Well, it looks like what?
Didn't he have a sword made out of bone on his wall or something? Yeah, he
I don't
definitely
know.
killed somebody.
He just looks like somebody that has killed someone.
Yeah. He's a pretty.
Darren, I'm just kidding. I love you.
I love you too.
But maybe keep your hands off Kara. We'll let her decide
We'll let her decide what.
which one of us she likes.
Oh, you like her too?
Of course I do. What do you mean?
All right. Well, we'll see.
She's the best thing about that other bakery.
Let's see who gets to dance at her at the wedding.
We'll see.
Maybe she likes me.
Yo, imagine.
We both laugh.
That's hurtful. All right, let's keep going.
Yo, we there yet?
Still got another half a days of travel. You know that.
Yeah.
The first 30 minutes.
Yeah, that only took up like 10 minutes. What are you talking about? No, I'd say at this point, like, as you guys have discussed all these things and, periods of, not talking at all, it's perfectly fine. You guys get to the crossroads where you're able to finally head either down to Porto Novo or to continue on to Merlara and then Valorana. It obviously has the signs pointing back to Reposo de la Ventura and then on to Konnigshall and then Windcrest. This is where you're starting to see a lot more individuals on the road, like people with carts filled up to the brim with boxes and different things that they are obviously bringing into Merlara. Like they are heading towards Merlara.
Are they
you're
like
seeing a lot
avoiding
of this.
us?
Kind of. It's more like you
Because
guys are
they
like
stink?
off to the side, and then they do give you a little bit of a wide berth, and then they keep on going. Some of them are like rude enough to just be like, "Get out of the way," as they start coming through. Like you're gonna contend with a horse kind of moment. So it's the truck to a little two-door coupe situation. You really gonna mess with that? Probably not. But yeah, so that's essentially what you run into every now and again. You do actually see, camped off to the side, they seem to be resting right now, but it looks like a small contingent force of basically knights and armed escort, like a whole retinue of individuals, all kind of not necessarily camped out, but they are resting off to the side. They've got their horses on one area. They've got all their weapons and shields kind of tilted and, hanging out in one little area while they kind of sit, drink, eat. They've got a little bit of a fire going. They look like they were trying to cook something up for this time frame. But as you keep going, and they're kind of done up in this white and purple sort of regalia. But that's what you see as you're heading closer and closer to Merlara. There's obviously a lot happening on the road here. But once you finally get to Merlara, just a little bit outside of it, you see where the grounds have really been set up now. Like they're in the middle of building a whole stage. There are plenty of tents and what looks like vendors set up. There are areas for people to eat in. There's areas for people to sit and watch things, like half logs kind of cut and used as like seating and benches and everything. There's a whole thing going on. There's ribbons being put up. There are different posts here and there with those ribbons and different banners and things like that, which you three do notice the banners being the colors of not only Valorana, but also Merlara. As they're kind of like right next to each other side by side. Merlara has this kind of like oranges sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Not symbol, but kind of like iconography on there with this orange and white, whereas Valorana has this more like red and yellow and kind of this green sort of look to it, with a shield and some other little iconography that's a little too small to make out. But that's kind of what you're seeing. The setup's looking really nice, moving along, and it's extending beyond, far beyond what you all had initially seen when they were just starting, when you first set out, when they were first starting to set up. So it's gotten massive. But then there's the road leading up to the city that's on the hilltop. Well, the town that's on the hilltop.
Man, it looks like everyone
they
in
got
the entire
quick,
country's
dude.
showing up.
Yeah.
Well,
And there's tons of people working, like tons of people moving things along, horses being drawn in and out, and it's a whole scene.
sweetie, let's go. Let's go talk to your dad. After that, man, I gotta go back to the farm. My father's been tending that farm by himself 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah, it looks a little crazy around here. Luckily, I'm used to that. I'm small, so I'm just weaving in and out of these crowds. There's one thing I need to check on too, though. I don't know if I gotta check in with my family first or not, but I'd like to check on something.
How out of the way is it? Like, is it gonna be like a 10-minute thing? Is it gonna be like a half a day thing?
No, it's in Merlara. I just gotta check in with somebody about something I ordered. Hopefully, came in. Maybe we'll see. Hey, Darren.
Yeah.
Not Darren. Messed you up. Hey, Galvin.
Yeah.
Now that we're back, you think we're supposed to? Are you joining the guard or something? Wasn't that? I'm remembering now. Maybe that ogre was supposed to get you in. Is that how that was working?
I don't know if it got me in per se. They've asked me before, but they were asking about the ogre, so maybe it'll give me like cool points.
Maybe we should go there first, get the money, or whatever we're gonna get from that. See how that's going.
Yeah, we could do that. I gotta check in with Edgar too. I mean, eventually, but I don't want to send you off to your dad by yourself, So we could probably do that first. That's probably
Okay, so we're doing guard,
do the
Sweetie's mission, and then Sweetie's father. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to the guard.
Is that a plan, GM?
That's a plan. I love the plan. I ain't gonna say no to that plan.
No reaction.
I'm good with it. Y'all do what you want. I'm here for it. So you guys head to the guards, and a few of them notice you. Obviously, as you walk through, they're dealing with a lot of people coming in and out, and they're trying to keep an eye on everybody, but it's just mass chaos as people are coming through. They're trying to like redirect people from like bringing in carts into the town and trying to like force them to like stay off to the side. So you see a lot of that going on. A few of them notice you're like, oh, hey, boys, come on through. Come on, get on in there. It's madness in there. Be careful.
This might not be the best time.
And the streets are just packed. I can't even stress that enough. Packed with people going in and out and like carrying things. It's a whole to-do in this place right now. There's a lot of vendors that have set up shop just in areas that they shouldn't even be. They're not even on the Mercante Via right now. They should be on the Merchant Street, but they're not even there right now. They're all over. So they are taking advantage of this new commerce and new coin and all this stuff. You see guards like questioning folks, and clearly they've brought in people that would normally not be brought in. Like you see some folk that would normally be working their shop or that are typically not a part of the guard that have obviously been conscripted into the guard to kind of help deal with some of these issues and all these individuals. The entire place is just hopping. So anywho, you guys make your way though to this the main area for the guards. Where this basically their little headquarters. And you see Finn just outside, and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing?"
Hey, Finn. We just got back from Konnigshall, and
oh, that's right. You guys went out to deal with that, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So
well,
what was it like there? What happened?
you were right. There was definitely an ogre, and I'll like point over to Darren.
Oh shit.
It was
Shaking my
Okay.
head.
This is a skull. He smells like shit.
yeah.
Go
We got there.
go ahead
it
and leave
was-
him outside here.
We got to take him to someone else real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and leave him outside here. Come on in.
Oh, you
fellas.
just mean for now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You sure
Thanks,
no one's
Darren.
gonna take him?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty
Okay.
sure.
I
I just
mean-
want to make sure.
I mean, we could probably get like a official report, and then we could take that to his dad. That way, we don't have to stink up the bakery.
Oh, yeah.
We can just leave it
As long as you
outside.
ain't leaving it here, like we get the idea that you got evidence.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, then yeah, we could do whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was mad creepy there. There was like fog, creepy fog, not like normal fog.
Ravens.
And yeah,
Ravens.
I don't know if you
Okay.
want to talk about the Ravens. You. Yeah, it was bloodbath there. A lot of dead people, like bodies. I think there were some survivors, but none were there. And this thing almost killed me, but we got it. And then it looked like it was dead before it even attacked us.
What? Okay. Come,
Yeah, and then like
come on, you gotta talk to Kino. You gotta talk to Kino.
Yeah.
Let's go see Kino real quick. And as you guys are going in, you see two rather like well-built individuals coming out, dressed in green and gold and red. They've very clearly have like large shields. One of them's got this kite shield, and the other one's got a very blocky sort of shield to them. They seem to have like little emblems on their chest of green and gold with like a little bit of filigree around this kind of like shield and sword situation. And just excellent clothing, but they are well armed and well armored as they walk out. And you do notice one of them has a particular shield that's much like the shield that he's carrying, this kind of kite shield look, that then has a gold bar around one of the bars and then silver on the secondary one. And walks out, oh, pardon me, and walks out. Then the other individual just kind of gruff and almost like moves you off to the side out of the way. And these two kind of step out. And Finn just kind of looks over. Oh, we don't really see much of their kind around here. Anywho, let's go talk to Kino. That's what we were doing. And then Kino just kind of waves you guys in. All right. What is this, Finn? Huh? It's like they've got a report from Konnigshall.
Right, yeah.
Kino
So
just
we were going there to do a little delivery for Hubbug's dad. But when we got there, it was weirdly foggy, like very creepy, and the town was deserted, like attacked. There was like blood splatters everywhere and stuff. And basically, we got attacked by this ogre. Hey, did we leave it outside? Anyways, there's an ogre head.
I'll say you guys kind of run through this a little bit. Like, you've obviously regaled him with the story and like the harrowing thing, and like, and then
that's just
then
not
Sweetie came out
that's
of
not my
nowhere and
backstory.
stabbed him, and
Yeah, that's exactly how Galvin tells a story. It's very monotone,
yeah.
very one note.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kino just kind of looks like he's like interested yet almost falling asleep at the exact same time, because it's like such an outstanding story, but it's just.
And Galvin
Fuck.
is not a storyteller. There is
Yeah.
no embellishing. It's very to the point.
He's like, okay, all right, fellas. Since you got the evidence, you all took care of it. We're gonna have to report, of course, that a bunch of citizens have been massacred by this ogre. We're gonna have to send folks down. We can't even do this right now. Not with everybody here. This is.
Don't you mean
okay.
up? Chimes Darren in the back.
Is that how you
Sorry,
see
so-
the world?
sorry.
North is up and south is down.
Sorry,
Is that-
continue.
Okay. Holy shit.
It's a farm boy, dude.
I know who Darren is. He just kind of looks a little annoyed for a quick second. He's like, okay.
Got him off his rhythm.
completely off, and he obviously wants to say things, but he's having one of those dad moments where it's like he wants to say it and then he stops himself And then he's like, okay. Looks through his papers real quick and pulls out the sheet. He's like, oh, okay. We were only offering about 10 silver for information, but to actually take care of the darn thing was about 200 silver pieces. So, since we have the evidence and all that, and I'd even throw on a little extra for at least giving us the information we needed, so we'll call it 210 silver pieces here, lads. Go ahead and go over. You know what? 1 second, just wait right here. And he steps out for a quick moment, and it's about 10 minutes later, and he comes out with like this chest, this very small, well, not very small, but probably about like a foot by 8 inches kind of chest, and sets it down like, all right, lads, does that settle us in? Does that work for you guys? And he opens the top, and it's all silver pieces.
I like side eye them to see if they.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
good with it,
Yeah, that's
but
that's
I
completely
don't.
fine.
I wait for them to.
I mean, that should be enough. You know, I will say, like we said in the story, I was the one that killed it. So, you know, just want to make sure everyone knows that before we leave this room with this silver. I was the one who actually got the kill. All right. Anyways, looks good. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, boys. Appreciate your help with all that.
Not a problem.
Hey, Galvin, should you tell them about that stone you found, or just not the right place for that? Huh? All right.
Stone? What stone?
Oh, he's talking about I got hit by this giant boulder,
Yeah,
and he's
he
been
was throwing
concerned for
some
my health.
stones.
But I think, yeah, I think I'm okay. Yeah.
Go ahead and make
Good
a
idea.
go ahead and make a presence check here. To
Can I try
see.
to assess with this?
I didn't know he was trying to keep that a secret. I just want to make sure you didn't forget about it.
By just backing the story, yeah, like he came around and he started throwing stones at us. That's how he started his attack.
Yeah,
And
go
I
ahead and
come
make
up
it
that
at
lie pretty
advantage. Go ahead and make it at advantage.
All right. How's advantage? Is that like an extra D6? I
A
think in this
D6.
Yeah,
game, right?
roll a d6 and add it to the total.
Okay, so that is good. I needed it. 12. So it's a 16 with fear, unfortunately.
16 with fear. Okay. In that moment, you kind of feel like a little twinge on the inside. Just something strange for a brief moment. Like it almost slightly hurt to kind of tell this lie almost. And you can almost feel this pull into the bag, like where you've got the forge kind of situated in your bag. It kind of like you feel this pull into that for a quick moment, but it's like, okay, that's interesting though. You got hit with a freaking boulder. That's crazy. I'm surprised you're still
Yeah.
standing here. Not too many people would survive from that one.
It was rough. I think it just rolled right, you know, like I parkoured it off pretty well.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, if any of you want to get a bit of training, you can go ahead and see Finn sometime and set up a little bit of a time to go through and learn some things from him. So, if you want to, the offer's on the table. That's in addition to obviously the money that we just gave you. So you're good lads, and figure if you're gonna be a part of town, you might as well know how to defend it, right?
For sure.
So.
I'll probably
All right.
rest on it first. I don't know if I want to sign up for getting beat up again just yet.
I suppose that's fair. A little too soon. I get it.
Tomorrow, I'll come by tomorrow morning. You all seem really busy. Maybe after the wedding.
Yeah, maybe after wedding. Yeah, that might be best.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got the rest of the stuff to get to. Bye, boys.
All right, hey, make sure you
forgot that
stop
they
by
were
the
gi-
bakery sometime.
I forgot they were gonna give us money for this shit. How much we get?
Um,
Anyone remember?
It's
210
210
silver
silver.
pieces.
210
I'm
divided by
trying
3. Is that what we're doing?
It's up to you
And
guys.
I'm like looking at it, and I'm trying to come up with the number I'm going to tell Darren of what he got.
Farm boy math.
All right.
All he
So,
got
like-
was the 15 silver back for the tavern he paid for the first night.
So we did this because we messed up, right? So I think it's only fair that we at least give like some of it to Hubbug's dad uh, for at least a failed mission. I think like, you know, like 100 maybe, 150, that we can split the 60 left.
Yeah, maybe we just talk to him first, see his reaction, you
Yeah.
know, make
Yeah,
sure he
you know
knows we
what,
got
yeah.
some money. If he wants it all,
Well,
we're gonna give it to him, but I don't think
Okay,
he'll
yeah,
want
let's
all
keep
of
it.
it.
Let's keep it in our back pocket for now, and then
Yeah.
if he starts yelling, we'll flash some silver.
All right, sweetie. Where we gotta go? You said you gotta do something.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could check on a delivery.
Yeah.
GM.
You absolutely can. You absolutely can. Yes. So you head kind of towards the back end of, well, I suppose it's more the northwest end of Merlara, heading towards the Bagno di Merlara, which is basically the bathhouse area. And just a little bit past, through their little alleyway on the side, is a small place that has a few horses outside, a few carts and such. It's got these like kind of dusty black rooftops and everything. It's very unassuming and very much so one of those places most people just kind of avoid typically. It's clearly the poorer side of this area, and you know that off to the side is where he typically hangs out. And following it around, you do see Otto off to the side. Otto is standing there. He's got this little crate off to the side there and just next to him, and looks over and is like, "Sweetie? Hey, sweetie. I got him."
Hey,
Got
hey
him.
boys, stay right here. I'll be back. I leave them back.
Oh, okay.
I don't want
I
them
give a
coming too
very
close.
awkward wave.
I don't want anybody to know.
And you can see that he's got his, like, as you get closer, like, it's a little bit of a shadier alleyway kind of situation, but you see that he's already got his, like, hands on the knives kind of moment. Like, he's always kind of ready to go. But you see Otto just kind of standing there. He's got his, like, little cloak and everything, and he's looking over to the side, and he's like, "But do you have what I need?"
Maybe.
Do I, Jim?
Can I see it first though? Make sure you got what I asked for.
"Oh, I got what you asked for. Now, in order to see it, I need you to complete a task for me."
Otto, you know, come on, man. You know, you're doing this favor for me. Now you're asking for a favor for a favor. What's that?
What do you think the favor's for? So I can get a favor in return. So, look.
For the family, Otto. All right. What do you need? What do you need?
Hey, you know, I did a big deal for you, all right? And now, for context, this is another goblin, by the way. And this is a
Okay.
goblin all the way up from Ogre. This is one of your family members, you know. It's like, look, you know what your dad makes.
Yeah, I know.
I just need a bag.
Just need a bag.
I just need a bag. You give me the bag, I give you what you need. This came, you know where this came from, right? You understand that? I had to bring it all the
That's
way
not
up.
for me to understand.
Look, I had to bring it all the way over to here, through really, Oberau, just to get here, without anybody. Stop. You know how that happens? Connections. Okay? Connections you don't have, I might add, besides me.
All right,
I'm
hey,
just
what is
asking
this?
for-
All right, relax.
Look, I'm just asking for a
Relax.
small thing.
I reach back to my waist to those bags. Are these the same bags, right?
They're the same bags.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Otto, you're killing me. Okay, if you don't kill me, my dad's gonna kill me. Someone's gonna kill me. All right. Here you go. I got one bag right here. Is this it? This what you want? It's a done deal.
Let me-
You promise. You're not gonna come back
let me
later.
check. Let me check. Hold on. He opens it up. He smiles, pockets it, He like shoves it into like his like a bigger pocket on his side, like a little satchel situation. He's like, hey, we're good. Go ahead, have a look. Have a look. Tell me you're not satisfied, all right? Tell me you're not satisfied. You open it up. Good quality, good condition, not bruised. Perfectly fine. Exactly what you're looking for.
You came through for me. I appreciate you. I look him in the eye. Don't tell my father I gave you that bag, all right? He doesn't need to know about this.
I gotta get back to Ogre anyways. I ain't even gonna come say hi. I don't want them to know I was here, all right? Don't want them to know I was here. Don't you worry about a thing. Hey.
All right, I trust you. Love you. All right.
I'll see you back at the family reunion. It's like later this year, remember?
Yeah, I know. Of course I know, yeah.
All right.
And, hey, if my dad finds out, that means my mom's going to find out.
Look.
That means bad news for the whole family, all right?
Means I end up getting killed in the process, all right? We're going to die together at that point.
Making sure you know. You got to remind you.
Then don't screw up. Don't let him.
Right.
Don't let him know. Swear to goodness, if you rat on me, your father's the least of your worries.
Look, this right here, this that you've done for me, this is gonna make Mom happy. All right.
Hey,
Between us.
I would say give her my love, but I don't want her to know that we talked today. But
She knows you love her.
If she ever forgets that for whatever reason, just let her know. I do. Like, just, I don't know, maybe I sent you a letter at some point. Anywho, you go on. I don't want nobody to get suspicious. Get out of here. I gotta go.
All right. I grabbed.
Gives you like a hug for a quick sec, like come here, and then he pushes you out.
The
like,
one arm pat.
Yeah,
get out of here.
And
whistle back to the boys as I'm coming up the alley.
Yeah,
whistle back to the
Hubbub's
boys.
dad, it was real scary, but I really respect how Hubbub really sticks to his morals and protects those values.
I think the same way. Like, he thinks so highly of his family. Like, he wouldn't do anything
hello.
wrong. Hey, how'd it go?
I do a whistle. Hey, you talking about me and my family when I'm not here?
We were talking good.
Yeah, we were just, reminiscing on the trip.
Yeah. How'd everything go? You okay? You safe? Do we need to hurt somebody?
We're good. We're happy. Look at me. I'm like kind of in a different mood. I'm like, let's go.
All right.
We got it. It's here, boys. Don't worry about it. You don't need to know. You'll find out later. I got it.
Whatever you say, sweetie.
Can we go talk to your father? Great,
dude. Nice. It's a box. Sweet.
So
what's in the box?
It's a
I'd
good
be
box.
remiss if I didn't ask, like, what's in the box? Don't tell me it's
just
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
I just said don't worry about it. All right, the family is gonna be happy. We give this to my mom. We give this to my pa. Then we tell them the other stuff. It's all gonna work out. Don't worry.
Okay, let's go. I gotta get back to the farm tonight, boys. You know that's like a 3-4 hour journey. Let's go.
All right, so you all head to Sweet Tooth's. Heading in, you do see, as you're on your way there, lines out the door. Not only for Sweet Tooth's, but the other bakery that you know and love so well. On the other side, El Canto del Forno is also busy as hell.
I'm looking for Kara.
Yeah, you do see her actually like talking to everybody, and like obviously she's doing what she does best, which is be pretty, talk to folks, and just make them feel good while they're in line. And she's got like those
that
samples
place has
and
on
everything.
us. If only Edney was that pretty, she'd just sitting inside reading books, all that, start mumbling and just complaining.
But then you guys make your way there. There is a very long line out of Sweet Tooth, and it starts to go out, towards around the corner kind of moment. A lot of folk just wanting to get in there and, basically buy the place out is what it almost looks like. And heading in the side entrance here, you see just Erdney working the damn counter. You see your dad just kind of talking to everybody and like coordinating stuff, and then you got your mom going back and forth between like the basement to grab supplies and to come back up to like switch things out of the ovens and everything. Like, it is insane in here. And your dad, like the whole crew is just trying to get this whole thing done, and they don't even realize that you guys have entered at this point. They are just so focused on what they're doing.
And they don't even notice you when
Hey,
you get home, sweetie. Make a scene.
Hey, boys, help out. Help out while you're here. You know, talk to the people, make sure they're good. They're not waiting, they're bored, nothing like that. Make sure they're all right. I run to the back with the crate, find somewhere
dad-
safe to put it.
Okay, yep. And then your dad, like, waiting for a second, like, hears your voice, like, Hubbub? Yeah, are you back? And he starts coming around the corner. Hey, Hubbub, come here, son.
Hey, Dad, I'm like a little bit uncomfortable.
Sorry. It's like, oh, how did it go, boys? Tell me it went well. Huh? Tell me it went well.
It went well, Pa. Look, let's square this away first. Let's get some of this traffic down. All right, look at Erdney. Erdney's working. Erdney. Oh my
Look,
God, I can't
hey,
believe
don't
it.
worry about Erdney. Don't worry about Erdney. Look, I knew you'd do it. I knew you'd come through. Oh, look, set the bag down. We'll take care of it later. All right, we'll take care of it later. We are hopping right now, lads. Oh, Darren, what are you doing here, man? You gotta go see your father. You got to go see your father. He is
That's what I'm saying.
worked
We
up
came
right
to see
now.
you first. I'm trying to get there, but we had to come see you first, sir.
Look, yeah, I know. And I'm telling you, he is worked up right now. You gotta go talk to him. You gotta go talk to your father. I don't know what's gotten in him. He had a conversation. It was a whole thing. Anywho, go
If
see
you give
your
me
father.
leave, sir, then I'm out. Okay.
Get out. Go.
Darren,
Go
you
see
said
your
get out of
father.
here.
Thank you, sir. All right. I
I
start
do a
to
little kick. Do a little
I-
kick at him
I-
as he leaving.
I head out of the bakery, and I start walking back to the farm, which is a
All right.
pretty long journey.
Yeah, so you're gonna be walking for a little bit here, but that's all right. And then he looks at you,
all right.
Galvin, and he's like, "Oh, Galvin, look, hey, you can stay if you want. I'll even pay you for the day if you help us out. Otherwise, you may want to go see Eckhart. He seems to be all worked up. He's also like working. I don't know. I haven't heard him stop using that hammer. Okay, he's going to town right now. I don't know if he's got orders to fill or what, but he is busy."
That sounds way more fun than talking to people. Goodbye.
Oh,
Hey.
and
what
that's
are
all
you
right. You guys did a
doing?
good
Oh,
job.
my God.
You guys did a great job. Come on.
They call them friends, right, Dad? They call them friends.
Hey,
Known
can
these
you
guys
do?
my whole
Anywho.
life. They can't even help us for 5 minutes with pay. Crazy.